This episode of All American Homecoming was absolutely messy because everything that was hidden eventually has come to the light. What's up, y'all, and welcome to the Lawrence Support. Tonight's broadcast discussing All American Homecoming episode 10, y'all. Episode 10. We are getting and coming down to the wire of Homecoming. And woo, last night on All American Homecoming, that was some messy tea that was completely spilled everywhere. I mean, my goodness, we got to talk about Keisha, Crenshaw Cam, Lando, Eva, and Simone. I'm laying it out, y'all. Those are top 5 people, and JR. I'm sorry, 6. Those are top 6 people we are going to be dissecting and talking about. But I got a couple of questions for y'all, like always. Do you feel any sympathy for Keisha? And also, are we really in our JR villain era? Y'all let me know down in the comments. When I saw the episode last night, I just had to decompress like I always do, right? But I really had to decompress because I'm like, so much is going on in this relationship bubble that they have. I mean, my God. But before we get started, it'd be greatly appreciated if you guys hit that subscribe button, like, and please do not forget to comment. Let's talk about All American Homecoming. And man, that was one episode for the ages, y'all. Now, we know that we know that Keisha and JR, they are both coming to the conclusion that they both need to tell their current boyfriend and girlfriend what has been going on. You know, they're talking about it, that, you know, I can tell Cam during this time, I can tell Gabby during this time, and they both admit that, yeah, it was a mistake, yeah, feelings got caught up. But it's a couple reasons why I think this happened. I think, starting off with Keisha wanted time, right? But we gotta realize that Keisha is going into entertainment, right? And so is her man Cam. They're both going into entertainment. You know, she's gonna be a dancer. He's gonna be doing his thing with music. And a lot of times when you're in the industry, you know, time is not necessarily gonna be there. JR was available to give her time. As far as JR, I always felt like JR could not get over the hump of his girl Gabby looking at him as a potential another health scare, and Keisha saw him as he needed to be seen as a man. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. Y'all let me know. But anyway, so Cam finally gets his big break and he meets J Mars, right? And J Mars asks him to write a love song for him, right? So he's on cloud 9, completely just loving what he's about to do, right? And he sees Keisha, him and Keisha are talking, and Keisha got that look on her face, right? He's like, but listen, I'm writing for J Mars now, and I'm writing this love record. And, you know, for Keisha, she's like, can we go somewhere and talk? Can we go somewhere and talk? Like, you literally can see it on her face, right? He's still talking about J Mars, but then she blurts it out, I kiss JR. And the look on my boy's face, absolutely stunned. I would have been stunned too if that was my girl. She was telling me that. He's like, I can't believe you right now. Get away from me, right? So then we end up seeing Crenshaw Cam come out. He ends up going to the family breakfast. And yo, Cam went up on JR. He pushed that brother. I thought it was going to be a couple of swings. They didn't do that. But he pushed him. He's like, yo, why don't you tell everybody what y'all been doing? And then that's when JR has to come clean and says, me and Keisha kissed, right? And Simone's like, but we're family. We're family. And at that time, you know, Cam was like, screw that. Ain't no family. I looked up to you. He's talking to JR. He's talking to JR, right? Like, yo, I looked up to you. You know, you introduced him KK, changed my whole life. You was a big brother, a friend. How could you stab me in the back like this? And I gotta admit, I felt bad for Cam, you know, because he deeply is in love with Keisha, but sometimes I feel like it's not the same when she looks at him. I don't know what it is. I just feel like he loves her 10 times more, right? And, you know, it's a sad situation all around. And while this whole fight is going on, you know, JR is like, well, you know, this right here is between me, Cam, and Keisha. And Lando was right there, let him know, bro, don't forget Gabby is also between Gabby. I'm like, yo, JR, how could you forget your girl? Like, come on, bro, come on. So JR is in a bad, tough situation right now completely. We know later that Cam and Keisha, they end up coming back together, right? He's still trying to write this record for J Mars, but this is a very emotional scene right here. Absolutely very emotional. And he tells her that basically, I can't trust you. And she's at the same time she's talking about, well, I needed time and all this stuff right here. Cam ain't trying to hear. He said, you've been lying to me. You've been lying to me. I can't take it no more. I just can't take it no more. And he kisses her, but he's wiping away the tears with his fingers, right? And he tells her, goodbye, Keisha. And he walks off. And she's torn and ripped to shreds about this situation right here. Poor Cam and Keisha, man. I wish it didn't have to happen like this right here. Let's get to Lando and Simone. Now, Lando and Simone. Now, Eva is finally coming to the light. She's starting to realize this right here, that I'm basically third wheeling. Even we see her at family breakfast, and she kind of is like, well, I got something planned for me and Lando. Like, we don't need to be here. But Lando's like, nah, sit right here, stay on my lap. And you could tell it's awkward between her and Simone, right? And I did like this right here, what they did about Homecoming. They basically had this Negro League player. He came through and he wanted to give, the students, the faculty, the staff, some encouraging words, right? And Simone and JR, they do end up coming up with an idea to end up building a museum for HBCU athletes, right? Because, baseball is going away. Simone's tennis career is up and down, the way it seems, right? Even though we do see that Marcus and JR are about to reunite for something basically called club baseball. You find out a lot in college, right? So I did love that concept right there. But while all of this is happening, right, Simone and Eva end up having a conversation. And Simone's like, not Simone, I'm gonna say Eva's like, so you're clear now of your cancer and all that, right? So that means you're not going to be needing Lando around, right? And Simone's like, oh, me and Lando, we're just friends, blah, blah, blah. Eva ain't trying to hear that. Eva is realizing it's more to that. And she's asking her to politely step away. Please, I'm begging you, as a big sister, step your way. You're overstepping your boundaries as a woman. So Simone has to talk to Lando. She comes clean somewhat, a little bit towards Lando. She says some couple words that kind of is going to be a trigger later for Lando. And, he doesn't want to lose his friend, but, bro, you got a girl. You got a girl, bro. So, Eva is tired. Eva is coming to the light. She's seeing that him and Simone is a little bit something more there. She calls him out about it. And Lando, we saw Lando snap, I think, the last episode. Lando snapped at Eva. It's like, did you go behind my back and talk to Simone? You know how you get, you know what I'm saying? And he realizes why him and Simone kind of like had to do she did like a little disappearing act on him, right? And he put two and two together. He realized that it was Eva, and he snapped, like I said. And then we end up seeing Eva and Simone walk past each other. She's like, yo, I'm done. You can have them. I was like, yo, that's crazy. So that's my thoughts on All-American Homecoming. It looks like Keisha and Cam are done for the time being. We don't know. Lando and Simone, it looks like they're about to potentially become a couple. Eva's out the picture now. We gotta wait on Gabby. They're saving the Gabby episode for next Monday. So gotta see how Gabby is gonna react to JR. Will she kick him to the curb? We're gonna have to see. The aftermath of this right here was so brutal for all parties. Like, this is so bad for all parties, but this is unfortunately a part of life, right? So All-American Homecoming, only a couple more episodes left, y'all. Only a couple more episodes left. I'm sad. It is what it is, y'all. But that's my thoughts on Homecoming. Be sure to subscribe. And as always, thank you for tuning in to The Lawrence Report.